One of my patients passed away this morning, all because she decided to lie down for a short rest after lunch. She thought she was just tired, but in that moment, her brain was already being starved of oxygen. Margaret, 72, from Ohio, had just enjoyed a lovely meal with her family. As usual, she relaxed in her favorite chair to nap. Just 20 minutes later, her husband found her slurring her words and unable to move one side of her body. Doctors confirmed it was a stroke likely triggered by a common habit she'd repeated for years. It might seem harmless, but millions of people over 60 make this same mistake every single day. In today's video, I'll reveal what that habit is, why it silently increases your stroke risk, and what you can do instead to protect your health naturally and effectively. What is a stroke? A stroke happens when blood flow to a part of your brain is suddenly blocked, or when a blood vessel in the brain bursts. Without oxygen-rich blood, brain cells begin to die within minutes. There are two main types: ischemic stroke, the most common, caused by a clot blocking a blood vessel; hemorrhagic stroke, caused by a blood vessel that bursts and bleeds into the brain. After age 60, the risk of stroke rises sharply, especially if you have high blood pressure, diabetes, or certain lifestyle habits. But what many people don't realize is that some of the danger comes from what we do every day, without even thinking, like how we rest after a meal. Everyday post-meal habits that quietly increase stroke. Risk after a meal, it's natural to want to relax, especially in our later years. Many seniors enjoy a nap, a cigarette, or simply sitting still in a favorite chair after eating. These actions feel comforting, even necessary. But what if those very habits were silently increasing your risk of a stroke? Let's look at the most common post-meal behaviors that seem harmless, but can quietly damage your brain and heart over time. And more importantly, we'll explain why they're risky, so you can make safer choices. Lying down immediately. After eating, many seniors lie down or nap right after meals to rest their body or ease digestion. However, this habit can slow down your digestive system and increase the risk of acid reflux. But even more concerning is what it does to your blood flow. When you lie down, blood circulation becomes less efficient, especially in older adults, with stiffer arteries or weaker heart function. This slower flow increases the chance of blood clots forming in the legs, a condition known as deep vein thrombosis, DVT. If a clot travels to the brain, it can cause a sudden and severe ischemic stroke. 2. Smoking after meals. For those who still smoke, the craving is often strongest after eating. But this is the most dangerous time to light up. After a meal, your blood vessels are already working harder to send blood to your digestive organs. Smoking constricts these vessels even more, creating a traffic jam in your bloodstream. The result is a sharp rise in blood pressure, reduced oxygen to the brain, and a higher chance of artery damage or rupture. Studies show that smoking after meals causes more harm than smoking on an empty stomach, nearly doubling the impact on your cardiovascular system. Sitting still for long periods, resting in a recliner, or staying seated for an hour or more after a meal might feel relaxing, but the body pays a price for stillness. Without movement, blood begins to pool in the legs, especially in seniors with limited mobility. Over time, this can form clots, which may travel to the brain and block vital arteries. Even in people without prior heart conditions, extended inactivity reduces circulation and increases the risk of both strokes and heart attacks, especially if paired with a heavy meal. Drinking alcohol. After eating, having a drink after dinner is a habit in many cultures, but for seniors, it carries hidden risks. Alcohol can spike your blood pressure, disrupt your heart rhythm, and interfere with blood sugar regulation, especially when consumed after a heavy meal. For those with atrial fibrillation or other heart conditions, alcohol can trigger an irregular Heartbeat, which increases the risk of stroke. If you're already tired or lying down, the effects are even more pronounced, and the risk to your brain becomes very real. Going to bed. Right after dinner, eating a large meal late in the evening, and going to bed shortly after doesn't give your body time to process food properly. This can lead to elevated nighttime blood pressure, disrupted sleep, and increased metabolic stress. Over time, this routine contributes to chronic inflammation, artery damage, and a higher likelihood of stroke, especially if you also deal with conditions like diabetes or hypertension. Why these habits matter. More as we age, as we get older, the body becomes more sensitive to small changes. Blood vessels lose flexibility. The heart works harder, and conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes become more common. That means simple actions, like lying down, smoking, or sitting too long after eating, can have much bigger consequences than they once did. These habits may seem minor, but they quietly build up damage over time. And unlike other health issues, stroke often has no warning. One moment, you feel fine. The next, your life changes forever. But here's the good news. Small changes in your daily routine can reverse much of the risk. In the next section, we'll show you safe, natural habits you can adopt after meals to improve circulation, protect your brain, and reduce your stroke risk, starting today. Safe and natural. Post-meal habits to help prevent. Stroke is often sudden, but its causes build quietly over time. The good news is that just as daily habits can increase stroke risk, they can also reduce it, often in simple, natural ways. What you do in the 30 to 60 minutes after a meal can make a real difference for your heart, brain, and overall health. In this section, we'll explore safe and natural things you can do after eating to help prevent stroke, without medication or complicated routines. Take a light walk. One of the best things you can do after a meal is go for a gentle walk. Walking helps. Improve digestion by stimulating the muscles of your stomach and intestines. Regulate blood sugar, which is critical for people with diabetes or pre-diabetes. Promote healthy blood circulation and prevent clot formation. Lower blood pressure naturally over time. This doesn't have to be a brisk power walk. A slow stroll around your living room, garden, or down the street is enough. The key is to get your body moving and your blood flowing. If you live in an area with stairs, even walking a few steps up and down helps. If mobility is limited, walking in place or using a walker counts. The goal is gentle motion, not intensity. Stay upright. For at least 30 minutes after eating, avoid lying down or reclining right away. Instead, remain seated upright in a chair with good posture. Why it helps. Keeps food moving through your digestive tract smoothly. Reduces the risk of acid reflux, bloating, and sluggish digestion. Encourages better blood flow throughout the body and to the brain. You can use this time to read a book, write in a journal, talk with family, or even do a small chore like folding laundry. The important thing is not to slump or rest flat on your back. If you feel drowsy after a meal, wait at least 30-60 minutes before napping. Try sipping warm water or herbal tea during this time to stay gently alert. Practice deep breathing or seated stretching. Physical stillness doesn't have to mean total inactivity. Even while seated, you can keep your circulation and oxygen levels strong through light movement and breathing. Try this simple post-meal routine. Sit comfortably in a chair with your back straight. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold the breath gently for 2 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this cycle 5 to 10 times. This breathing technique helps relax the nervous system, reduce blood pressure and mental stress, oxygenate the blood, helping brain function. You can also do small arm and leg stretches while seated. Roll your shoulders backward and forward. Raise your arms above your head slowly. Stretch your legs out in front of you and flex your ankles. These movements keep your circulation active and muscles engaged. 4. Drink a glass of water or herbal tea. Hydration is often overlooked after meals. Drinking a glass of water 20-30 minutes after eating can help prevent thickening of the blood and support better circulation. Choose room temperature water, not ice cold, which can slow digestion. Warm herbal teas like ginger, chamomile, peppermint, or cinnamon, which aid digestion and reduce inflammation. Avoid sugary drinks like soda, caffeinated beverages immediately after meals, which may increase blood pressure. Alcohol, which can interfere with heart rhythm and lead to dehydration. Consistent hydration helps maintain healthy blood viscosity, thickness, and reduces the risk of clot formation. Massage your lower legs, or feet for seniors who sit for long periods or have poor circulation. Gently massaging the legs and feet after eating can help stimulate blood flow and reduce the chance of clots forming in the lower limbs. Simple steps. Use both hands to rub from your ankle up to the knee in slow circular motions. Press gently on the soles of your feet and rotate your ankles. You can also use a soft massage roller or a warm cloth. This technique is particularly useful for people with diabetes, varicose veins, or any condition that limits leg movement. Avoid heavy mental stress or emotional upset after eating. Your body needs energy to digest food. If you experience sudden emotional stress, like arguing, watching upsetting news, or handling serious problems, your nervous system becomes overactive. This diverts energy away from digestion and may spike your blood pressure. Instead, use post-meal time for calming activities. Listen to soft music, talk with a friend, or sit in nature. Avoid screens or social media if they tend to cause agitation. Reducing. Emotional stress is one of the most powerful ways to protect your heart and brain, especially after meals when your system is already active. Eat lighter. Earlier dinners, one of the most stroke-preventive things you can do, doesn't happen. After a meal, it happens before. Eating earlier in the evening and keeping your dinner light can dramatically reduce stroke risk over time. Why it helps. Gives your body enough time to digest food before you sleep. Lowers overnight blood sugar and blood pressure spikes. Promotes better quality sleep, which is essential for brain health. Good options for dinner: cooked vegetables, soups, grilled fish or tofu, small portions of whole grains. Avoid fried foods, large portions of red meat, and heavy desserts at night. Try to finish dinner at least 2-3 hours before bedtime. Your body will thank you for it. Putting it all together, a sample. Healthy post-meal routine. Here's what a stroke-safe post-meal routine might look like. Eat slowly and finish with a small glass of warm water. Go for a 5 to 10-minute walk, even if just around your home. Sit upright in a chair for the next 30-60 minutes. During that time, do light breathing or stretching, or massage your legs. Drink a cup of herbal tea and relax your mind. Read, talk, or listen to calming music. Avoid smoking, alcohol, or screen-based stress. If you need a nap, wait at least an hour. These habits don't require medication or expensive treatments. They simply require attention, intention, and small daily effort. Stroke doesn't always come from a major illness. It can result from repeated daily behaviors that stress your body in small, unnoticed ways. But that also means you have real power to protect yourself. Every time you finish a meal, you have a choice. A choice to sit still or move. A choice to relax your mind or overstimulate it. A choice to care for your body or ignore its quiet signals. Choose wisely. Your brain and your future depend on it. Sometimes the most dangerous health risks are not sudden events, but silent routines. A stroke often arrives without warning. It doesn't wait for a perfect moment, and it doesn't always show signs in advance. But behind many strokes are daily choices made again and again, like lying down after lunch, skipping movement, or lighting a cigarette after eating. The truth is, none of us can change the past, but we can change what we do starting today. If you're over 60, these small changes matter more than ever. A short walk, a few deep breaths, choosing water instead of alcohol, waiting before you nap. They seem small, but they are powerful. Because stroke prevention isn't about doing something heroic once, it's about doing the right things consistently. So, here's what you can do now. Pick just one habit from today's video to change this week. Start simple. Maybe it's walking after dinner or waiting 30 minutes before lying down. Share this video with someone you care about. It might help them more than you realize, and if you've ever experienced stroke symptoms or had a loved one affected, don't keep it to yourself. Leave a comment below. Your story could save a life. And remember, you deserve to enjoy your meals, your days, and your health without fear. Let every choice you make after a meal be a quiet investment in your brain, your body, and your future. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell so you won't miss more content created.